Hello and welcome to part 3 of our playthrough of Age of Wonders 4, The Amazing Roland and His Industrious Rodents. Where we left off, to be honest, it's just mid-turn, there's not any special event going on. We've got 2 quests. We have to build farms because our council think food's a good idea, which kind of makes sense because we're originally stuck in the underground and we don't have underground adaptations, so food isn't particularly plentiful for them. So you can understand they would want to get some farming now that we're up on the surface. And also, we just found out that some dwarves have dug too deep and are now in trouble with spiders. So our ruler is on the way to help them out. Probably not going to fight them just yet. We are a bit stronger, but I'd like to hit the weaker armor first to get some XP. And then our other hero is just roaming around looking for something they can handle. We've got some undead and a bone wyvern. We will fight them. And I'm doing manual combat for most of the early game fights. As we go on a bit, I'll start doing auto combat just to move it along a bit faster, unless it's an interesting fight. But I've never used these guys yet, the Steel Shapers, so we're definitely definitely manually combating for them. I kind of wish we could choose where they start off, because I kind of want them to be at the centre rather than at the back. Put our... would I like to have a wee 3x3 formation? How far can these bone wyverns go? They can't actually fly that far. That's good. And this is our scout hero. They are using a crossbow. I was in 2 minds whether to make them melee or not, but they defaulted to crossbows, so I've just stuck with it for now. They've got a lucky trait, so they get 20% extra crit chance. Right, so our pikemen are best against the wyvern because it's a large target and it's flying and stuff. I'm pretty sure it's a large target anyway. I think I saw that in one of the dev streams. Yeah, large target. So we do extra damage with our pikemen. Our copper golem gets 40% extra damage against large targets. And then we'll stick our shield unit next to them and defend so that our retaliation doesn't hurt us. And then these guys are just going to tank the skeletons here. I don't really need to taunt, we'll just defend. So the pike dudes hit the wyvern. The wyvern hits back almost as hard. Now, it's technically can come after us because it's flying. I didn't realise, I thought it was pinned down. Does flying just mean it can ignore zones of control? It can. So if it takes the attack opportunity, it could come and hit my ranged units. That complicates things a wee bit because I do want to go up and help fight them. I guess what we could do is bolster some defences from far back. I want to go up and shoot them. I guess we could move forward. Nah, because we need to kill these skeletons then. I'm just going to bolster the defences if the one that's against 2 skeletons for now. My hero has a few hit points. He can maybe help out over here. Help chip away at that. But I think these crossbow guys are just going to stay back for the moment until I get an idea of what this bone wyvern is going to try and do. Because we have had issues in the past where teleporting and leaping units almost murdered my archers, my arbalists. So oh, they're all going after my hero. Oh no. My hero counts as cavalry. Oh dear. Right, well. I have a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan. So, first of all, you just tie up these guys. Fight the skeletons, even though you're better at hitting the wyvern in the back, Because what I want is my shield guys to taunt the wyvern. And then, oh, that's poisonous. Stink flowers, distracting. We become distracted. All attacks against them are flanking. Right, I need to heal them. I'm going to use some mana. We're going to bolster enchant our copper golems. We're going to just start blasting. Okay, wyvern's dead. My hero could just stay put and stab them. In fact, my hero's just going to defend, because I don't want them to then run around and hit my archers. My hero can tank a little bit better than the archers, so we'll deal with them in a minute. It is going to mean a bit of recovery time after this fight, but they're going for the flanks. The AI loves to flank. Absolutely loves to flank. Okay, but that means I get to flank them, although bad chance to hit. We could also do strength from steel to heal this guy. Aye, do that. Since he was getting a lot of bolster defenses. And then you guys go and tank this thing. Use, hit them in the back. You've already moved. So my hero will go and stand in here. We could potentially kill that unit there who are getting them in the back. Yeah, do that. And you could do big damage against them. Overload shot. And yeah, I think you're just gonna turtle up. Because we gave our race are ferocious, so they do extra damage with retaliations. So sometimes it's to our benefit just to go in full defensive mode and just rely on retaliations to beat up the enemy, wear them down. Right, that was messy though. But this is a newbie army, they're all still low rank, low tier. Got some production for our city. I think I'll skip them for the moment and take 3 turns healing as we travel, and then maybe try this. I don't know how well we'll do against them. It's a bit tougher. Yeah, these things stun, so they're annoying. And we uncovered some spiders when our scout had a look, but also some money. So, a great personal... Oh, not some money, and a helmet. +1 defense, okay. That scout's probably going to die. But that's okay. He's kind of done his job. He scouted out the whole of our little underground cave. And we have plenty of fortification built up here. We also now have our Brewer Ogre. If our Brewer Ogre moved over, will he get pulled into battle with him? I think it's a 3-tile range, so they might defend them. Maybe I'll get to live. And then this scout here, just keep going into the fog in this direction. Oh, money. And a crawler's nest. This is a bronze wonder. An ancient cavern that heralds from the time of this world's creation, during an era when dragons and giants moulded the very lands into physical form. Within these natural sanctuaries, the first creatures found shelter as the world outside violently settled into place. To this day, the cave itself remains a sanctuary for those who are able to find their way to it. It counts as a quarry, and every quarry gives us 2 mana, and we get 2 gold from quarries as well, so we kind of like building quarries, because we're great builders. It also gives us a bunch of production, and lets us get fancy serpents, so it's kind of out of reach of lithium, but maybe we want to go and settle we might even just want to settle right next door, because we can get wonders. We've got ancient wonder architects, so we can get them without requiring an actual population point. They just have to be within range. And I don't want to cast any of this just now. In fact, one thing I'm going to do, where do I see active spells in this game? Early on, I cast the Awakened Tools on our city, and that's part of why we're struggling with stability at the moment, because it gives you bonus production, bonus draft at the cost of stability. So we're not... I can maybe hold off a little bit longer. Yeah, we can hold off a little bit longer, but how do I... Oh, right, we'll just do a VX here. I thought there'd be a screen with all your spells, but no, we just go to where it is. There must be a screen somewhere that shows all our spells, surely. Is there not? That seems like an oversight. I feel like having a list of all the spells you've got active somewhere would be very useful. Maybe I just don't know where it is. Still new. But yeah, this is giving us -10 stability. At the moment we are still neutral. If we got rid of that -10, we'd end up stable, which would give us a minor... hang on. A 5% boost to production, draft and food, but I'll just keep the production because we're getting a production boost anyway, so it'd just be a little bit extra food. I think we lose... We don't lose anything just now. So we'd gain like 2-3 food from it. It's not really worth. We can now get specialist districts. Special province improvements give +5 gold. Costs a lot. I am wanting to get a new city, so I'm going to hold off on that just now, because we haven't built any specialist districts, but we do have plans for a couple of specialist districts here, so that's definitely in our future. Although I also have plans to get this astral dew. Although it's 2 more provinces away. I don't know if that's a priority just now. Probably not. It'd be nice to get, but it's not really a priority just now. I would like another farm so we can get the estate hall though. It gets boosted by 3 foresters though. But another farm would also boost the market, and I'd like to get that, and the stonemason. So yeah, I think we'll maybe... I just need 1 more farm. We'll maybe build another farm next, and then maybe some quarries, and then some specialist structures and stuff. What are yous going to do though? He's going to attack? Oh, there's 4 of them. Oh no, I'm going to lose my brewer ogre. It's an impossible battle. I didn't realise they had extra units. Sneaky, sneaky. Can I retreat? Normally in Age of Wonders you can't retreat if you're the defender. But maybe I can? I'm running away. Screw you guys. I'm out of here. I'm going home. I can't win this fight. Yes, so we'll lose morale, we'll lose health and movement points. If I lose the battle, we'll either die. Right, this is a gamble. We're definitely going to die if we stick around. So maybe I get to keep my unit. I hope. I did not get to keep my unit. They died. That's just... the surface is forming. I think all that was. I don't think the cavern floor forms. So I think that was this terrain here turning into grassland. So I lost my ogre. Who are you? Oh, that was the extra scout about. Right, okay, well you're going to get out of here. We do have these spiders. They're going to start messing up our terrain. I might have to pull my hero back to fight them, because I don't currently have an army down there. Although, we do kind of need another army. Get me a steel shaper. No, not 2. Get me a couple of anvil guards. Get me an arbalist. And I'll summon a copper golem. I guess leave the copper golem till we're ready to actually fight them. And then that would leave 1 slot for when we get another hero. Although if they start trashing things, I don't know how much it costs to replace. I do want to go and get this. And they're all hurt. Oh, this is a tough decision. I don't really want to waste time going to kill them, but at the same time, nah, we have to. We got to. I'm going to cancel that build order because I want the money. Well, no, we can afford to do both. I was going to say I don't want the money for building new structures, but we're doing okay for money. We're not doing brilliantly, but hey, there's some more money. What's this? Research? Yeah, research. Knowledge. Why didn't they just call it research? Right, so we've got a quest to go and fight these spiders. There's a lot of them. We have got the advantage, and we're probably going to kick their asses, but they have some non-physical damage, which we're not brilliant against yet. Also, it's a desolate terrain, so volcanic eruptions are occurring. Because I made that part of the world. So we do not want to stand in the volcanic stuff. The main problem is going to be if the volcanic stuff spawns while we're tied up in combat. Also, do you jump? Ice spiders do not jump. They've got a frozen web that has a chance of freezing us. But the volcanic terrain, no, it doesn't. I think we get. Do we not get extra frost resistance because of the volcanic stuff? Volcanic heat. Yeah, we get extra frost resistance. We lose fire resistance, and so do they. But they don't do fire. Does the dread spider jump? The dread spider doesn't jump either, but it can spawn an extra spider, which is already done. And these don't jump, do they? Vampire spiders. Nah, none of this jumps. So I don't have to worry about stuff leaping into my back line then. Right, well I guess we are putting ourselves prone to getting webs spat on us if we all group up, but we also get the benefits of all these wardings and defense modes and spell-tempered shields and all the rest of it. And now the ground's on fire. So how often does this kick off? Every 2 turns. That'll set on fire. Inflict with burning. But my golems are immune to status effects. So they can just run through the fire unaffected. These guys, though, will be affected. And how long does that last? 2 turns. That's a problem. Do I just accept that we're going to be on fire? I can use restore to get rid of being on fire. So maybe we just accept it. I'm just going to accept it for now. I'm going to go here. If I go here, we do get the benefit of their shielding. Oh, maybe I do stick with that, actually. I was going to say go here, because then only 2 units can gang up on this one. Whereas here, that one can come round and we get 3 units ganging up on us. But at the same time, we'll get a bonus from the Iron Golem's defences. That's a tough one. Now I'm just going to go here, where only 2 units can hit us, and we are burning. Right. Crossbows. Get over here. And I think shoot the ones, I'm more worried about them because they're on their own, so shoot the ones that are threatening them. If you just move to here. Nice big blast on them. If they go there, these guys can't reach them, but we have a nice clear shot to them. Although it's just one big spider, so not brilliant. And I think we get them to defend, maybe. So they will give adjacent friendly units 3 defense. Immune to flanking. This one also gives the status resistance, but he does more damage when he attacks. That said, we've only got 1 action point, so yeah, everyone just defend for the moment, because we're not going to get to do very much attacking anyway, and we'll wait till next turn to do the attacking. And yeah, same deal for you, I think. Just tank up. So there's the frozen webs. They managed to freeze my archers. There's regular webs. They do a bunch of damage. Those spiders are having a bad day. Oh, they're going for it. They love to go for the flanking. They love for going for the ganging up. This is where having area attacks would be nice, but I don't have any. We are very defensive and not much offense. So, I think we use our restore to heal them, which will get rid of their various penalties, and I can do my big shot attack at them, or I could move to maybe get a better line of sight. If I move there, we can shoot them. I'm going to move there, because we can't weaken them to make them do less damage, whereas we can weaken these guys. A big hit on them, get them killed. Didn't get them killed, okay. The golems could get them killed, but then they're just going to move into... Oh no, they might not move in. It's overkill though, the amount I could do to these other folk. Just smash the weaker ones. And I think they just keep on defending. And I think they just keep on defending. Because then we can't be flanked by these ones at the back. Because if I attack them, we open ourselves up to being flanked by them. So you just keep defending with them as well, and we'll maybe bolster someone. We'll get rid of the burning. Oh no, it just defends them. But yeah, bolster them. We've got the mana. May as well. Things are exploding. And yeah, probably just as well we had them defend, because these little tier 1s are having to take the 2 hardest units in the enemy army. I'm going to be spending some more mana on them, I think. I wonder if my heal's back up on this guy. Very tanky though. We are just taking it like a champ. That sucked. Right, we got used down. I don't have my heal. So the question is, which of those two needs it more? I think he needs it more because he's got 2 big boys hitting him. Although my golem's about to lay into them, although my golem could go and help over there. I think I'm going to go and help over there. Because A, 1 less unit hitting this injured unit, and B, we've opened our flank up to them, and we've just seen the AI loves to flank, so I think instead of hitting our weak anvil guard, they're going to hit my relatively tanky golems in the back. Spread the damage about a bit is the hope. I'll also shoot them with an overdrawn crossbow, which killed one of their units, one of their models, and yeah, they're just going to keep on defending. They'll maybe stop... Nah, they're going to keep defending as well. They're badly hurt. And they're losing from burning and bleeding and poisoning. And they did. They did what I thought they were going to do. That's good. Oh, they're doing it there as well. The AI maybe has a little bit too much on their flanking agenda. I feel like sometimes they just open themselves up to getting taken advantage of from that. This is quite a tough fight though. I want to spend more mana. Is that not back yet? Still 1 more turn. Yeah, I'm going to spend some more mana. I don't want to lose a unit if I can avoid it. Right, they don't have a good line of sight anymore. We go here. Shoot them. They've still got a good line of sight, so big heavy hit on yous. That's them dead. My iron golem can just go toe to toe with them. Mashing down its defences. They're just going to keep on defending though. I'm going to actually taunt them because I think they might go for a flanking hit on the golem. And I've still got my leader, so my leader can move in and get blasting. That volcanic's making his fire staff particularly strong. Are we both fumbling? He's grazing. I don't know if I'm fumbling or not, or it's maybe just because we've not got very many units for doing low damage. I think they're fumbling. Because the green suggests a good thing. And now we just finish them off. Okay. I was expecting that to be a fairly difficult fight, and we did lose quite a lot of units. Not units, health. We didn't lose any units is the point. Now that the monsters at the Gold Vein have been slain, the surviving miners come out of hiding. "We owe our lives to you, foreigner," their master prospector begins to say. "Take a look at our treasury, name any item, and it shall be yours. We will leave this perilous place and return to our homes." Wants to thank us with a gift from our guild chest, so we get Materium Boon, which is... what does this mean? Is that just this? I don't know what Materium Boon is. Oh, increases stability and all. I should just read the text. Your communion with the forces of Materium strengthens your rule, temporarily increasing city stability in all your cities, and it scales with the higher Imperium that we have, and we've got 6, so that's quite good. We're all going to get 13 stability for 6 turns. So I can get a bunch of money, which is tempting because we're not exactly rich. I can get a murder ring, which is a better version of the ring we've got. We've already got Vicious Killer Ring, where we inflict double morale. Inspiring Killer, we also get double morale bonus for killing an enemy. Or we can get a bunch of production. I'm taking the money. I need the money more out of all those things. Right, and they're going to go and rest up back home because that hurt. And then we'll maybe see about trying to clear one of these stacks. What are yous? Oh, we've seen these in the Dev Diary stuff. This is a Scald. Support unit. Does fire damage, which will be bad if we're in desolate terrain. Song of Carnage boosts the offensive capabilities of units in a 1 hex radius. Song of Revelry boosts their regen, morale, and speed. And relatively tanky. And also some gremlins, is this? Gremlins, they're adorable. Gremlins, not so tanky, quite easy to kill. And yeah, they've just got some fire damage, and behind you. The target sustains damage and turns 180 degrees, so instant flanking. Okay. And it's got range 4, so it's a range attack. So they're skirmishers, yeah, skirmisher. And if you hit them, they teleport and they don't do opportunity attacks. And then I've seen loads of these in my other playthrough on Twitch. They are plants, very vulnerable to fire because of they've got a base vulnerability because of plants and an additional because of the volcanic heat. And yeah, they have a chance of poisoning people. They're more skirmishers. I think we can take them a lot easier than we can take the angel folk on the other resource. And our Staves of Warding has been unlocked. I don't really have the mana for that just now, but support abilities will grant 2 bolstered resistance. So, Steel Fury Chant, transform bolstered defense and resistance into damage and crit chance. Mark of Invulnerability, keep someone alive for a turn no matter what. And Seeker Arrows, just a little bit extra range on our crossbows and stuff. See, the thing with that is, extra range only helps so much because you still have accuracy penalties from obstacles, so I'm not sure how useful that is on its own. On the other hand, there was that fight where the Bone Wyvern, I was 1 hex out of range. If I wanted to get in range to shoot it, I'd also be in range for it to fly over and hit my archers, so it might still be worth getting. I think I'm going to take it. I think it's worth getting, just for that. Right, this has built a thing. I wasn't paying attention to what it built, but it built a thing. Can I see the log will tell me? It built its workshop, right. Basic production. So vendor probably to get more money, right? Yeah, vendor for more money. It only takes 2 turns, doesn't cost much, it'll give us a nice boost. My ruler has hit level 5. So before I pick a thing, we're going to pick the signature skill. So, Astral, Visions of Woe. Enemy units in 1 hex radius fumble their attacks for 1 turn. Can do it every 4 turns. So, limited use, but potentially can save the day. Demon Step lets you teleport and do damage to adjacent units. Not really a thing for a support unit. Summon an elemental. Summon a random tier 3 elemental. I always like summons because it gives you a disposable, like, meat shield. Just doesn't matter if they die. Mass Rejuvenation, also useful. Give everyone temporary hit points and regeneration in a 2 hex radius. Restoration, more instant heal, and can revive a friendly unit, or summon undead, summon some random tier 1. Between these, I am not sure which I want to do. The healing would be nice, but the throwaway unit would. The thing is, whatever we pick here, we'll get a point of affinity for our empire, because this is our leader. And I am thinking I wouldn't mind starting to go down the... I'm going to come out of that for the moment. Go down the development path. Because at the moment we're going down, slowly down Astral, heavily down Materium. If we took Mass Rejuvenation, we'd start getting very, very slow nature stuff, but that's gives you some bonuses for founding and absorbing cities, but farms giving extra food would be nice. Regenerating additional and friendly terrain is also good. I don't know if coasts and rivers will help as much. There's no really any coasts. We wouldn't get very far because we'd only have 1 point in it, but it might be worth doing. And then the ordered path, destroying infestations or conquering free cities gives you relations with other free cities. Not that useful. Whispering Stone, not that useful, because there's not that many free cities. We don't have anyone we can even get close to vassalizing yet. So, maybe not the order one. It's more about free cities, to be honest. Yeah, order's very focused on free city stuff. So, maybe not order, but nature would be good. There is something to be said for just going all in on even more Imperium, instantly gain 2,000 gold. Ooh. So there is something to be said for that. But I do like the regen. Oh, it's a tough choice because I really like a tier 3 elemental as a meat shield would be really, really useful. I'm taking regeneration. I want the nature affinity. Plus, I mean, either one of those would be very useful, but mass regeneration, that'll help with our whole defensive, just weathering the storm approach. So we can now get precision training, extra accuracy and crit chance for everyone, extra hit points and status resistance for everyone. But I'm thinking I'm going to dip into battle magic because I'd like to get fire evokers. I need 2 battle mage skills to make that happen. So I'm thinking magecraft for extra accuracy and ignore status resistance. I don't know what the other one will take. Probably distance evocation. Well, it says learn 1 more to unlock, so no, we wouldn't be able to get that. We could get the lightning evocation. I'm not super into it, but it would give us some non-physical damage. The damage it does isn't great, but it does sunder resistance. But I don't know. Or channel power, which wouldn't be much use straight away, but it would be useful in conjunction with Fire Evoker. Spend a turn powering up so that our Fire Evocation Fireball does extra damage, almost double. So, we'll consider that. Right now, we're ending turn. How close are these to growing? Next turn, cool. So I'd like another farm to get this cultivation quest done. Right, so yeah, they are heading back for a bit of healing. They're just short of getting into the friendly territory, unfortunately. And who even knows what you're doing? Why were there wee fires over here? I just saw wee fires down there. Huh. I guess they could run up and get that map over there and explore that general vicinity. And yeah, our leaders, everyone's badly hurt. We need to get back and heal. Especially since I don't think we heal on the desolate terrain because of the volcanic thingamabob. I don't think we heal there at all just now. In fact, we can check that out, can't we? Yeah, can't regenerate. So as long as we're in desolate terrain on this world, we cannot regenerate. We get basic regeneration in normal terrain, but obviously in our domain we get a lot more. And yeah, this is able to do another farm, so we'll probably just stick a farm there since that's the only thing we can build there. The first sowing of the season has passed and returned to you a pleased, industrious Rodents Council deputy. A grand day for the industrious rodents, the deputy proclaims. With this new farmland, our people thrive and our cities will expand greatly. Your wisdom truly knows no bounds, Grand Architect. The Council of the Industrious Rodents is grateful. Your people are grateful for this prosperity and gather to hear your wisdom. What message do you proclaim to the industrious rodents? So we're going to get a big boost to city stability for that. We can get even more food. It'll give us... It doesn't actually help that much. We can get a bunch of mana. I do kind of need... Oh, mana per turn for 6 turns. I do kind of need that. Or extra draft. I don't really need the draft. I think we may get the mana. And I think we can now afford... Oh. Have I already done it? Rune of Industry. Oh, I need to wait. That gave me mana per turn, not actual mana. But yeah, we now afford to get these up and running, I think. We just have to wait for it to come in. And then this scout here, I guess we'll just get this Fog of War cleared up a bit. Oh, and this can do another thing. So... Conduit would be nice, but quarries maybe, so that we can get... Or foresters for the Grand Mill. We're not in range of a wonder. We could also work towards these things. Can I not grab this? Why can't I grab this? Oh. I understand why. That would be 3 provinces to go this way, and we haven't grabbed this yet. We want to grab this, so I think we'd have to clear out to get the benefit of the force crystals, but the force crystals would give us golden research. So do we want a conduit or do I want a research post? I think I want a conduit. I'm not really worrying too much about research just now, so give me a conduit. Because I am worrying about mana a bit. I mean, not right now, but up till now. We also just built a monolith for even more mana income. So we're now in an orderly stability. Orderly gives us a 10% increase in production, draft and food, which is nice. We could expand our tower again, but I don't think I necessarily need to. We could instantly build the Wizard Tower Foundation. Get the blacksmith up and running. What do I need for the bathhouse? 2 farms and a quarry, so 1 farm. That would also get us the estate hall. So yeah, I think they need to do a farm next. Although I do want... Oh, they can get it right now. Oh, maybe I do that just now. I was wanting to get the special improvements done, but no, I'm going to get a farm up here. Unless there's somewhere else that can only do a farm. Hang on. No. So yeah, farm up here. That does various things. It boosts the bathhouse and it unlocks the estate hall. I'd need 2 more... I think I might just get this right now. I'd need 2 more foresters for the estate hall to get boosted. There's such a big bonus. I'm just going to eat the non-boosted hit and get it right now. Because I want that 30 food per turn. Because right now, even with our bonuses, we're only getting 53 food here. So that'd be a big bonus. A big boost to their growth rate. Whereas this much smaller place is getting 57. Because farms don't suck on the surface. Right, I guess they do a stonemason or a merchant. Merchant's more money, that builds things faster, but building things faster does use up money faster. Or we could go for the bulwark. But I need, if I get to 5 population, we boost that, so we'll maybe do other things first. Yeah, just build a stonemason so we can build things faster. We're doing alright for money. Just need to get everyone healed up so we can start clearing out. Really need to clear out that because I hadn't even noticed that was there, but we get all kinds of bonuses there. A bit of sound distortion there. Right, they can just get back into territory because their heal's so slow. They're a bit better, but... Oh yeah, they're going down to fight the spiders. So we will guard a quarry, but I'd rather get a turn or two to heal them up. It's not the end of the world if we don't, but that's not that strong. What type of spiders are you? Hunter spiders. They're the ones that jump. It's so annoying. Okay. A new contender for power in this realm appears before me. Tell me, Grand Architect Roland Vandelay, are you a master or a pawn? Perennius greets you cautiously. We've got good relations. How do you greet Emperor Perennius Sundancer? So they are overbearing Ratkin, so they're also rats, but they're the dark culture, but they're devotees of good. So I've got randomly generated leaders on, so we're not getting any of the pre-made ones. So this is just picked a bunch of stuff at random. So they've got the default rattling traits of overwhelm tactics and quick reflexes. I don't think I've got a setting to turn that off. I don't think I've done that. So all Ratkin will always have those traits. They're dark culture though, but devotees of good. And fabled hunters. What's their actual alignment just now? They're currently neutral. Yeah, because they're dark and they're good or counteract to each other. And their personality is a sinister spy. This means they like empires that break treaties, and they like empires that have got a weak economy. They don't like empires that are strong research or empires that trade. And their behaviour is they're covert, so they're prone to making pronouncements and calls to war more often, but less likely to answer a call to war themselves. And they like gaining vassals, so they both cities and rulers as vassals, but will not submit to becoming a vassal themselves. Their exploration, they favour exploring the map, seeking out potential resources, and exploiting all forms of resources near them, hunt down pickups, marauders, cities with an army. Capture cities will be migrated with their own population. So I think everyone gets exploration and exploitation, but the exact nature of it, the text varies, because I've seen warlike people who say that they will raise any cities that they get, I think. But I'm not 100% sure about that. I'll have to check that once we know more people. Well, I'll send you a welcome gift, because you like us just now. We can be friends with our fellow rats. So there's an inherent dislike of -30, but it says I'm getting +5 to that per turn, so I guess after 6 turns the inherent dislike goes away. I don't know if that's how that works. And for 10 turns we've got a -25 because we've just met. But they are confident in our threat, so they're in need of an ally, need better relations. They are currently 2nd overall for military rank and 5th overall for everything. We, however, are 7th in military. Our military is bad. That's good for against hard AIs. But we've got the best economy, which is mildly surprising because our economy is not exactly amazing. It's okay, but it's not amazing. Still, let's try and be friends with these people. We also met Curious Gemkeep. Guildmaster Baran Bronzehelm of the Free City of Gemkeep greets you with some curiosity. Legendary Roland Vandelay. It is rare for Gemkeep to meet an ascended champion like you. Nevertheless, we ask that you respect the territory and independence of Gemkeep. Given the mortal Baran Bronzehelm one of your Whispering Stones to start negotiations. Right. So at the moment, my Whispering Stone is in another city. Currently, the rat folk that we just met are trying to make friends with them. But my Whispering Stone isn't actually working just now because we haven't actually made contact with them. So I am withdrawing my Whispering Stone. We know they're there, but we can't reach them, so we can't talk to them. We could get across the water though. I wasn't sure if that was a thing or not. Okay. That might be worth you going and doing. I wasn't sure if, because the water had rocks in it, and I thought that might stop us getting through the water, but apparently not. So do we try and compete with these guys for the attention of them? These are the guys that we helped, the diligent dwarves. They're the ones that were in the mine. I'm going to do a Whispering Stone with you. And I'm going to spend some Imperium to boost our allegiance to catch up with our rivals. And this scout is just continuing on its way. We've unlocked Seeker Arrows. Do I maybe want to get better vision from our scouts? I think I might actually do this. It only takes 2 turns, and our scouts, I don't want too many of them, but I do want to uncover more of the world. Remarkable lack of wonders, though, considering this is meant to be a wonder-heavy world. What's this? Oh, invest your imperium. Yeah, advice tips. Right, and we can now afford all sorts of things. I'm going to get the rune Industrious so that my golems will get the bolstering effect, making them tougher as they get hit. That'll take us a few turns. I'll have to be careful because that income will reduce after 5 more turns, because part of that's from an event. So I don't want to... We do have good mana income, but I don't want to end up in a negative and suddenly everything gets cancelled. Right, they're attacking us while we're injured. Low risk, but we are injured, so we're going to want to do some... We're going to spend some mana, I think, to get temporary hit points on our injured people. Especially since these things can leap to the back ranks. Oh, and this unit, or army, doesn't have the golems. Doesn't have the iron golems, I mean. And we can't do spells in the first turn, okay. But I can bolster someone, right? Okay. We're kind of going to have to accept that the back ranks are getting attacked by those spiders, unless our shield guys taunt them. Move yous in there. Move yous up here. And get to taunting. Gets a wee shield wall on them. They can't quite get up there, so we'll just hold back with these folks. So they can move forward 1. How far can they jump? They can jump 3 hexes. So they can move to there, then 1, 2, 3 out to here. We can turn a grid on. So we want to hold back until they have moved, I think. I'm going to bolster them. Yeah, I think we... 1, 2, 3, yeah, to there. So we don't get into range of them just yet. We could take a pot shot at them, I suppose. It worked. But I want to get the other ones taunted first. Oh, we're not going to be able to get them taunted because they're in the way. It's going to be painful. Obviously need to heal them up a bit. We have killed one of those spiders though. Right, screw it. If we get jumped on, we get jumped on. Bolster their defences. We'll just kill them. They will almost definitely come in for the flanking attack on us. Hopefully we can do this without losing a unit. No, they're not. They're going for the jump. Okay. That's okay, to be honest. They did the flanking with the others. So I could do this to dramatically heal them and increase their damage. I'm going to do that. And then what they're going to do with their increased damage is murder these spiders to free up these guys to go and taunt the big boy spider. they're just going to turtle up. In fact, we're going to bolster them as well. I will let my hero eat the attack of opportunity and shoot a crossbow at them. That means, oh, they can't actually get away. Well, that's unfortunate. I should have moved my hero another square back. I didn't realise that I couldn't go back this way because the grid kind of makes it look like I can, but I can't. Definitely painful. If I did not have spells, I've run out of mana, I've run out of casting points, so I can't cast any more spells either. So we need to make this count. Right. Use murder them. You eat the attack of opportunity or the retaliation, which means you can move back and get to shooting. And I think we just bolster their defences and hope they survive, because I can't heal them just now. So you just defend. You can take a shot. I think we might be okay, given there's only one spider left, and yeah, they're only doing 2 damage. We're only doing 2 damage back. Oh, so close to dying. But victory was ours. Nice. Right, well, yous are just gonna rest. Wait. Oh, because that happened on their... I was like, how am I not more injured? But that happened on their turn, so at the start of the turn, the healing kicked in, so we're actually not looking too bad. I'm still going to have to spend like 2 turns to heal up, or 1 turn to heal up and then a turn to travel and heal as we go. You're jumping in the water. We've now met Kriegmar. Guild Mistress Maruza Silverback of Free City Kriegmar is delighted to meet you for the first time. Well met, Grand Architect Roland Vandelay. It is an honour for the other industrious rodents like us to meet a great Grand Architect like you, Great Grand. We look forward to seeing your empire grow. So, I don't have a Whispering Stone, but they like us, so it'll be easy to get them, and nobody else knows them because they're stuck underground. Do I have a thing for another Whispering Stone in here? Right, I'm spending some Imperium for another Whispering Stone. And I will give them a new one. Pact of Cooperation in 1 turn. Fantastic. Oh, and we were wanting to settle another city up here as well, but then we got distracted. Well, I need my heroes in better shape before we can do that. So do we know? We don't know where the other rat NPCs are. We know they're in this area because we bumped into them around here, but we don't know exactly where. Okay, I think I'll send him up to get a city up here. And he can just heal on the way. That's the wrong button. That's what I wanted. So we want to be near the crawler's nest, and we do quite like all of this. So I'm thinking here, because that puts us next to 2 mana nodes and another one down here, a whole bunch more down here potentially, although they won't be happy about it, but also one over here. Or we could go this side and get the one over there. Plus a couple of gold mines here. That might be good. I'm just thinking the farms here are going to be rubbish. I think we go here. So it's going to take us a few turns, and then we have to set up the outpost, and then we have to set up the city. So it's going to take a while before we get that city, but my scout guy has leveled up. Is that a guy? I don't even know. So he's currently got archery 1, which gives him more damage. Fighting's melee attacks. Get sprint would be pretty useful for when we're wanting to get away from close combat attackers. Or we can get his crossbow bolts inflict sunder defense. That's better on repeating attacks, but maybe I'll get a repeating attack at some point. I'll also give him a helmet. Oh, didn't expect that to close. We don't really want battle magic on him. We could give him the experienced leader so that everyone levels up faster. We could also give him a basic heal. But no, let's go in on the fighting with him. I think I'm going to take sprint. There's been times when he's got tied up in combat, it'd be nice just to run away without getting attacked, or sprinting round to hit someone in the flanks. Right, but yeah, they're just spending a turn healing. Okay. We're getting close to another hour as well. Time really does fly. I'm really enjoying this game, so it's like the time's just disappearing. Hearts of Iron, a magic material quest. Obtain Archon blood. Grand Architect Roland Vandelay, I urgently request an audience. Your hero, Jersoth the Scout, visits you with a concerned look in his eye. So it is a he. Our defence is lacking. I arduously serve your ambitions. For you, I venture into the wilderness or invade your rivals' territories, Jersoth kneels. But now that I have started a family, my priorities have shifted. These days, my mind lingers with my family inside your borders. I've witnessed the ferocity of our enemy's forces. Our realm's protectors cannot withstand them. We need powerful reinforcements. Is this because those spiders just beat you up? I mean, you still won. He frowns. I can manufacture golems, defenders of our homelands, however building them requires some Archon blood. Can you secure that? I happen to know there's some quite nearby. We could also say you should settle in Bastion. So he goes away, but we get a bunch of draft, and we get... Or we can sympathise. No, I'll do that. We're going to get some Archon blood. There is some nearby. It does require us to fight some fairly tough units, but... Oh, there's no need to come over here. We made contact. Right, you're going back home. So... they're pretty much healed, actually. By the time they get to a fight, they will be healed, so... let's move out. And we're in our domain still, so we'll heal up. So I don't know if they can take this. They maybe can. I maybe need my leader for that. Maybe once the copper golem upgrades. Oh, but we've got our Rune of Industry. So our golems will now get the bolstering as they get hit. They get more defensive. And I've got loads of mana just now. So what else do I mean, I want all of this stuff. Make your scouts better. Magical wards for lightning, fire, and frost resist to all of our race. It wouldn't help the golems, but it'd help all our culture units, our racial units. Extra range on our crossbows would also be pretty nice. And then the staves of warding. I don't know how much we've got in support abilities just now. I'm going to get the Seeker Arrows, because we are using crossbows for now. And why were they going up here? Oh, to settle a city, that's why we're going up here. But the Archon blood is this here, so we have to kill this lot, and this is quite a tough fight. I guess both heroes could gang up on them. And we've got 25 turns, so we don't have to do it right now. We've found a silver wonder, the Lost Queen's Crypt. There's a lot of empty land here. Because everyone started underground, I guess they've not all come to the surface yet. And this is just for when we need another army, so you're just camping out for the moment. And then our scouts, I just want to have a look around here. Right, our scouts get extra range, and we've unlocked a new tome. We're at level 2 tomes now. So, we're almost definitely going to do the Tome of Artificing. This will give us siegecraft and golems and weapons. And armaments, it will cost a lot of upkeep because it affects a lot of units, but it gives them a 30% crit chance. Very nice. Bolt repeaters are for when we're sieging the enemy cities. It lets us build these bolt repeaters to help us attack. Iron golems, we already have them from the copper golems evolving, but we can just get them straight up. They are a big stompy tank unit. Artisan fortifications gives us defensive fortification to a city and bolt repeater towers. And then siege magic gives our support units extra damage in general, and they're good at, they get a wee bit bonus for breaking down enemy walls, so sieges are quicker, and they can destroy reinforced obstacles. So we're almost definitely taking that. The other Materium Tome is the Tome of Winds, which doesn't really fit our theme quite as much. We're more about industry and engineering. They'd let our scouts fly. It gives you a thing that abducts an enemy and pulls them close, so I guess get some annoying support unit in the back ranks and pull them into your melee people. A Dust Storm blinds everyone in a radius, so a decent debuff. Better water movement, not really any use here. A better Archer. Wouldn't mind getting that, to be honest. So we might still pick this up. I'm getting the Artificing Tome before it, but we might still pick this up. And then the Wind Rager. Other options are also going into nature some more, get a bit more nature affinity, and this would give us a different better Archer, and also the ability to create forests, which would be useful potentially underground for those sectors that can only do huts. Anyway, that can only do huts, add a forest, now we can do foresters in them. So we might get Tome of the Glades at some point as well. Tome of Fertility similarly lets us turn desolate terrain into grasslands, but that's less useful to me. Plus, plant stuff doesn't really fit our race. This doesn't... Forest fits a little bit because we'll be chopping the forest down to get resources. And this is order stuff. I don't think we're really going down the order route. We decided against it. And probably not anymore. We're just dipping into Astral, so I don't ever get any more Astral. And we're not doing Chaos. So we're getting Artificing, and then the next tome will either be the Tome of Winds or the Tome of Glades. But Artificing just now. Hey, he was in Age of Wonders 3. Right, I'm not going to listen to the whole thing, that'll take too long. So we're going to get the Artisan Iron Minutes first, make everyone better at critting. They have built another Anvil Guard. Wait, oh, that was already there, yeah. I've already dealt with that. They also built their estate hall, so their food income is now much better. I've got a bit more healthy income. Loads of things boosted here. Oh, we can do a golem mine now. So it counts as a mine. I don't actually have any mines. I'm not even sure if I can build any mines down here. I could change one of the quarries to a mine, I think. Because there is a resource that can do mining, I believe, in one of these things. I don't actually see it just now. I could have sworn we had like an iron node or something. Oh, aye, there's an iron deposit here. Oh, it's right next to the city, that's why I couldn't see it. So yeah, we could, if we wanted, we could turn that into a quarry, into a mine, and then do a golem mine. So what does a golem mine actually do? It gives you plus 10 gold instead of plus 5, and it gives you plus 5 production for each adjacent quarry. It also spawns an iron golem during combat. That's pretty good defensively. But we're also needing 2 quarries to get converted into builders' quarters, which gives us extra production for adjacent quarries, and the rune carver's camp, which gives us extra mana for adjacent quarries. And quarry locations, if we do this, these are all adjacent. We turn that on. That said, we could make this a mine and put a quarry here, because we've got more quarries we can do. We could just go all out on quarries over here. Maybe we do make this a mine and get a golem mine. Not yet, but later on. And we put like a builder's quarry there, which will get 1, 2, 3. And then something there would get 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe. But for the moment, we don't have any of that yet, so I'm going to still hold off on these fancy things. We could just get a stonemason to build everything faster. We build kind of quickly already. We've got damn high production income, to be honest, because we're very happy just now. Maybe just more money. Can always use more money. Or more draft. More research. I'm going to get the research. We've not really been focusing on research much. I've been building conduits instead of research posts. So I'm going to build... It says it requires one research post. Do I have a research post? It says I do. Oh, the wonder counts as one. Yeah, get me more research. It'll take a wee while. They built their stonemasons, so they can build things faster as well. We'll build a market for more money. New Empire Development skill available. Which one? Oh, under this. Whenever a new research skill is researched, the knowledge cost of another skill is randomly reduced by 25. Yeah, give me that. Because I just said we've not been focusing on research enough, so... And we've now got a pact of cooperation with Craigmar. Opens its borders, trading's enabled. Next is the pact of loyalty in only 3 turns. So trading, I can give mana for production in... Oh, if I pay 10 gold a turn, will that satisfy the quest? It does! Gersoff the Scout returns to you, visibly relieved. Great news, Grand Architect Roland Vandelay. Now that we have the Archon blood, I've built the golems. These iron golems can defend your borders now. I can once again embark on journeys of conquest and exploration in your name, liberated from the concern and hesitation. Gersoff the Scout produces a barbed shield. My eldest son took the leftover Archon blood and made this in the smithy, I already have one of them, where he apprentices. Please accept this gift from my family to you. Gersoff the Scout used the Archon blood to get 2 iron golems. He gratefully gives you a shield. Will I accept the shield? Right, so I can carry the shield with pride, we get it. I can say your son can get it, and I gain a bastion unit, which is a tier 3 shield unit. Or paint my coat of arms and that'll get some Imperium, or I can just get some alignment. I'd like some Imperium, please. I would like the Bastion as well, but we're already getting 2 Iron Golems, so I don't think I need them. So, right, okay. We maybe need to rethink what we're building here. I don't need another Anvil Guard. So we've got an Arbalist. We've got 2 Iron Golems and an Anvil Guard. It will be an Arbalist, and then we'll get the support unit. So, I don't think we need anything else. Just the Arbalist. And then we just need to get another hero, which we will... Our income is so bad. The Iron Golems cost gold income? Oh, they do. Okay. Well, we definitely need some mines. Oh, we can get a golem mine down here. We just need to... Oh, but it's a shitty terrain. That's why we want the thing of the glade, so we can turn that into forest. Or is this inside this terrain? Oh, it's inside this terrain, right. Yeah, we're going to build a gold mine. Next time this place grows, we're building a gold mine. Like now. There we go. I will probably build a golem mine after we finish whatever it was I had them doing. Right, but that's us past an hour again, so everything else will have to wait for now. I'm going to take a break and we will see what happens next time. So that's the end of episode 3. Hopefully see you again in episode 4. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.